Do do do. Na, na, do, do, do. All right, there we go. Welcome everybody. We're just getting settled in. Uh, welcome. It's Monday night. It's my own Twitch is making noise at me, so it's gonna drive me nuts. Welcome to Monday night's episode of Gogozombie Presents. Such a great name. At least I think. I'm personally a little biased, maybe. This is some mood lighting. Here we go. So as usual, we're playing as usual. So here we are. It's day 4 of Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. We are following all the rules we normally do. Right next to us, oh yeah, I'm Gogozombie, your host. Hi. As usual, next to us is our handy dandy notebook. And our pen is around here somewhere. We're grooving on this music, aren't you? It's hard not to. It's hard not to, chat. So we already have a sheet full of notes from the last few days, which we're going to go over. Banger music, exactly. Slapping, as the kids say. Thank you, Spartan. Thank you for joining us. It's always lovely to see you. So as usual, it's 2-drink minimum here at Gogozombie Presents. Right now we're sipping on a Ballast Point Sculpin IPA. It's quite tasty. That's why I even had to drink it before I plugged it. We got our pen. We're going to try to remember to save often this time, even though we haven't died yet and haven't lost. At least we hope. We haven't been saving as frequently as we need to. So we'll get started here in a moment. Hey, Young Guns, nice to see you. And hello, everyone else in the chat. Thank you for joining. We are about to get started here. We're going to go into day 4. Before I jumped right into it, I wanted to go over our notes. We know, for those of you who've been following along, let's see, last time, we learned what Cabri Sankor means. That ended up being goat without horns or human sacrifice. That was kind of cool to finally learn. We met another person with a snake, so now we know 2 people with snakes. The Moonbeam, or no, 3 people with snakes. There's the dancer in the park. There's the weird hippie lady. I understand Young Guns. Naruto it's hard to compete with Naruto. It's quite a show. And then the Dr. John, who is my current suspect for who is the murderer behind the voodoo murders, because he's kind of a dick. He's got that creepy blue snake that goes crazy when I turn the lights on, and he's played by Michael Dorn. Now, just being played by Michael Dorn is not exactly a reason to suspect somebody, but like, his part's been kind of minimal, and this was 92, right? Star Trek was already on TV in 92. People knew who Michael Dorn was. It just seems like a waste to have him just be some guy who barely, with no personality in the fucking voodoo museum. So let's get started. Oh, we know other things we know. What's his name? At least I think, yeah, this is where we're gonna get the some loveliness here. Yeah, thank you, Young Guns. I love you.
I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me. I'm afraid
That's
St.
right.
George's is closed
Gabriel
for the
Knight was
day.
about to score with this
I'm not a
chick who's
customer. I'm
probably
here
the
to see
queen
the
of the
owner.
witches.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
We
Really
know he's
couldn't say for
inside. Go
certain,
inside and
but
get some,
in the
lady.
morning.
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
This is, I'm just
Name.
absolutely in love with Tim Curry's voice
I
work.
didn't think I would either.
Your eyes.
Hope y'all can hear it all right.
Oh, I could show you around a little. Yeah, it's not much, but
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything.
You know, I
right
realize
now.
I already
Yeah,
said
I
adult material
know.
here. I didn't realize it was going to get this adult.
God, what is it
Young
about
Guns,
you?
turn your eyes. You're
Just
too young.
shut up and kiss me.
She's dressed like Carmen Sandiego. All right, so here's where we're going to get into some action. I don't know what's going to happen on day 4. I know I have to get the bracelet from the guy at the bar. I spoke to one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. That's quite lovely. Jane Jensen, the woman who I guess wrote most of this, is a hell of a writer. I mean, she's the brainchild behind it. King's Quest 6, all that fun stuff. I still have to click something. And she sneaks off. She does the walk of shame and turns into a newspaper boy. Straight to the coffee, which this is day 4. We've not seen him pee. We've not seen him eat.
You're
And for
not
someone
speaking
who's
to me
supposed to be
this
writing a
morning?
book,
Don't be
he's done
silly.
absolutely no
You
writing. We'll
said
go into the
nothing was
room
said.
and we'll
Did
try
you find
writing
out anything
again.
about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something.
She's going to give us... Let's get ready for our day 4
I
notes.
checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have
That's a
it
little
your
better, huh?
way.
Now you can see me. Okay, so what did she give us? She gave us... I think it's this.
It's a newspaper clipping from the year 1810.
I still have not checked in to see what the...
The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square. It includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body. The sketch is very similar to the reconstructed Veve.
We still have all this stuff.
It's the shape.
Yeah, that's Moonbeam Snake. We didn't get to the lady at the park snake. Alright, so let's start with the paper. I'm pretty sure his
Times Picayune, dated June 21st,
oh, here we go.
1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case.
Huh?
The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about
Oh,
the
thank you,
killer?
sir.
And the voodoo
Thank you very
expert?
much.
Anything on
Glad you
that?
could join.
I know you were into
We're in
it,
day
Gabriel.
4, Gabriel Knight.
If it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that
Thank
upset,
you.
why don't you
Fucking
talk
love
it
it.
over with your pal Mosley?
Hope you're having a good night.
Forget it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope.
This is gonna be day 4 of this guy's horrible
despite his
horoscope.
disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peachy.
Like, every time this guy gets a horoscope, it is don't go outside. Okay, so let's no, that's not it. The buttons in this. I really dig these buttons, but sometimes it's hard to remember what each one of them does. I'll make sure to hit you back later, Radiant Juice, because of Scrum, I can't Alt Tab out of this, and I want to click on other things. It's horrible. All right, so we're gonna try to write the book today. We sat down for 4 days to write this book, and so far nothing.
Writer's block.
Nope. And I haven't found anything in this room,
Gabriel.
which makes me which I just find
There's a
weird.
flashlight on the
Wait, what's
dresser.
that? Flashlight on the
building's
dresser.
wiring leaves a lot.
Can I get a flashlight? It looks like a bong. This is the first thing I found in the room.
All my
I don't
clothes
know if
look the
that's been
same.
there the same. Been there the whole time. I've never played this before, which I've said every time playing this. Um, so she gave me a clipping. So I'm kind of like stumbling my way through. So she gave me the clipping. She's probably not going to talk to me about anything new. She didn't say anything about messages.
Got a
But I
minute,
mean, we
Bryce?
should still run through all
What's
these
up?
things just to make sure none of this is new.
Could you do?
Sure.
No, she's got
I
nothing.
can't.
Of course,
Okay.
I've done nothing new there.
Do you have?
Nope.
No message. She's gonna still know
Do you?
anything about
I told you.
these. Okay, so that's all the same. None of that's changed. Let's just do a quick chat to her. The two
So, what's
chat
new,
things is kind of
Bryce?
weird.
Your use of mathematics.
What?
Yeah, that's the
Does
same
it-
nonsense as last time. Hey, what the hell is that? Who's that?
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah. He gives me the creeps.
He's new. He's
I wish
new.
he'd go away.
I suppose we should try talking to him? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We talk to this guy.
Get the hell out of here.
The
That was
figure
awfully
outside does not respond.
It was awfully confrontational.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure
All right, maybe if we don't have any like voodoo stuff, hit him with a brick. This one's for you, nerd.
the man in the street.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sketch his picture.
The man.
Nope. We have nobody to call. We don't have anything with the tweezers. So let's see what happens when we go outside.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm
This
gone.
could be
See
a
ya.
bad idea with this creepy dude hanging out front. Nothing from him. Okay. So the first thing we should do is get Napoleon House out of the way. What's his name should have... Let me just hop on my motorcycle here. I love these old school graphics.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you. This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I
I
must
don't
be
know
on
who
the
this
right.
is.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the royals.
The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his
Huh?
mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him.
So these guys are gone.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
So now we have the bracelet that we got the casting from
Sam's replica of Madame Ca. There's no right.
yeah, of course not. So that's the bracelet that Madame Cavigny or something like that had, that we made the clay casting of, which snake bracelet doesn't help anything. Oh, we could take the snake bracelet to this asshole. This guy, I'm fairly certain, if this was a movie, would be played by Julian Sands. You know, if you ever seen Warlock, he was the guy with the he was the guy in Warlock,
Mr. Knight,
trying to
you're
get the
back.
Devil's Bible and all that.
Oh, goody.
So let's try talking to him, because he was supposed to be doing something for me.
Have you had any luck with that beve?
Yeah,
I'm still working on it, Mr. Knight.
because that's still the same.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it,
Do you know any?
I'm not in the habit.
Okay, he's not going to tell me anything new. Okay, so that didn't help. Let's show him this.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm
Nope. And let's try the bracelet.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Okay, so that was a dead end. That was unfortunately a dead end. I mean, none of the other stuff, I've already shown him all this other nonsense. The flashlight now, I hope it works.
Gabriel.
God damn it. So, I don't know what to do next.
I'll see you. Oh, Duke.
So we're waiting. Oh, we were supposed to get a package, but I guess it's not here yet, because what's his name? Wolfgang Richter sent us our uncle. I guess he's our uncle. Whatever your... I don't know what you would call your father's... No, your grandfather's brother. I guess that's great uncle. Mom, we don't need to visit mom again anymore. We've been hassling this poor woman every day. We can give her a break. We're not going to get anything out of the Getty estate. Don't think there's going to be anything more at the crime scene. The Getty estate will just get stopped at the door. The cemetery, still nothing there. This guy's an asshole. Michael Dorn. Let's not stop in on him yet. He'll be the last guy we go to visit. Moonbeam, I don't think we're going to need anything. Kavanaugh. There's the cop station and the church that leaves. Or this in the park. I'd like to leave the park and the overlook for last, because I think I screwed something up at the park. Let's go take a look at the park. Because there was the woman with the snake in the park. What's that?
It's Crash, the guy from Mosley's office. At the first sight of Gabriel, he slouches away like a beaten dog.
Oh, that was the guy we saw get, what's up, Dis? Glad you could join us. So Crash just went up that way. I hope you're having a good night, Dis. It's a lovely Monday. We're listening to 3 different versions. Gabriel Knight still doesn't have any money. The little money he's made, he traded a gift certificate for a hot dog and $100 for... Oh, he traded $100 for a gator mask, which I would totally do, because it's made out of real gators. So this guy's not going to sell me no ice cream. We've not seen him eat. I'm hoping the gypsy's still here, because she's got a snake. I haven't gotten to talk to her yet. Because every time I do, she gets up and starts hoopla, dancing around.
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
And she puts her snake under the couch. Oh. This is the only band that they get to, that will play a different song.
Madame Lorelei down.
Can we dance with her?
Not a bad idea. Ooh, baby, I love the way you move.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hip.
Yep, she wants me.
Wow.
Thanks, boys.
So this is new. Yeah, I know. I'm doing well, aren't I, Spartan? I checked this shit out. Okay, so now we're gonna look at it.
Jackson Square.
Not gonna do anything. We're just gonna pick it up.
The veil belonged to the fortune teller. It's covered with shiny, iridescent sequins. Gabriel is carrying a scale he
We're
found
sure.
near
I
the
mean,
crime scene at
we're
Lake
sure this is a
Constance.
scale, right? Because it could also be.
The
Let's see.
Gabriel magnifies the scale from the iridescent.
Like it's gonna keep telling me it's a scale. But is it one of these
Gabriel
things?
examines the
What's
veil
that?
with a magnifying glass. That sequin looks a little strange.
It's another scale.
Why, it's a snake scale.
Give it to me.
Yes.
Oh, I bet you it's gonna be like the other one.
Gabriel carefully used.
Okay, so now we have a second
Gabriel
scale, which doesn't look anything like. So we've eliminated this woman as a suspect now. Assuming this is a scale from her snake. Assuming that's a snail from, let's say. That eliminates her. Should I? Now maybe she'll talk to me?
Could I ask you a few questions, Madame Lorelei?
The only answers I give are given in my reading. I'm sure your palm would be quite interesting.
Could I ask you a few?
The only answer.
So how do I get a reading from you, lady?
Madame Lorelei.
Okay, let's get a
How
reading.
about a reading?
The prices are listed on the sign.
They seem a little steep.
Well, I sometimes do my intimate friends.
But we are
but
broke.
I am a businesswoman.
I'm sure you are.
It's be nice. Give her back her
I think
veil.
this veil belongs to you.
Huh, my veil. I'm
Nice.
always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates.
So maybe now she'll give me a reading.
Handsome as well.
And I'm sure it's going to be something horrible.
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune telling, let me see your hands. They look
Dialogue.
so
Beautiful.
strong.
Absolutely beautiful.
Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a
Let's see.
mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous, dark, and beautiful.
She's
I see the
not talking
road
about
of your
herself. She's
life,
talking about that
folk.
woman we spent the night with last night.
Very soon.
The
Voodoo
blood
queen
drains
of
from Madame Lorelei's
New Orleans.
face in an instant.
New
Sweat
Louisiana. I almost said New
down her
Louisiana.
upper lip.
Are you okay?
Oh, God. Beware. Beware.
What is it about me lately?
Wow. Okay, so that's an interesting development. Oh, hey, let's get to her snake
Gabriel
now.
doesn't want to. Gabriel. Madame Lorelei.
I know it looks deserted.
Gabriel would not mind picking up a few extra bucks by using Madame Lorelei.
No, look at the...
Why do... Gabriel can...
I want to look at the snake underneath,
Madam.
dang it. I guess it's not going to
Gabriel
let me
doesn't-
look at the
Gabriel-
snake underneath.
Gabriel...
Which is unfortunate, because I'm sure we could then identify that this snake, this scale, comes from that snake, and not...
Gabriel... Gabriel... Gabriel...
Yeah, no, none of that's going to work.
Gabriel
Sitting on the
wouldn't-
chair. None of that. So now we've got... She ran off that way, which is also where that crash fella ran. Oh, hey, wait, whoa. We're forgetting our own #1 rule. Save often. This is park stuff. Give it a name that's descriptive, so that when you come back to it later, you know exactly what you're doing. I'm sorry, I cracked myself up. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. That's that crash feller.
It's Crash, the guy from...
Yeah. And this guy's been chilling at the park.
Beats out.
This guy's been chilling at the park, and there's that lady. She just watches Circle. So does Lorelei come back here now? Nope, she's still gone. Alright, well. See if anything's changed at the church. We'll get to the overmap. From the overmap, we will go to either the Voodoo Museum, the drugstore, the Haitian drugstore? Yeah, Dixieland drugstore. Or the cop station. The cop station, I think I know what's going to go on over here. You got this guy creeping around. He's moving away when I look at it. This is obviously what the overlook is for. Because there's binoculars there that let me overlook the park. So, we're not going to trigger that yet. Because that just seems like the way it wants me to go. So in these games, you know, you want to go check out the other things. Don't want to go here yet. Just because Michael Dorn's my #1 suspect still. I still think he's the guy.
Hi.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's changing here at my favorite drugstore. Nope, all this stuff.
What do you know, Monsieur?
Yeah, still nothing. Okay, so that's all the same.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
So, you know, one thing we have to remember, since we've learned, I have to repeat this. I'm repeating this mostly for myself here, because I know I will forget this in the heat of the moment. If I don't. But if I work this light switch,
Gabriel
do it.
Has no interest in the...
The snake hates it. It only let me do it once, which means it's important and I need to remember it. So let's see if Dr. John, Mr. Voodoo Murderer himself, has any insight into what we're doing now.
How is the museum business?
Those who truly seek understanding.
Same nonsense.
Yep.
Come on, give me something.
Could I ask?
Of course.
Yeah, this is all the same.
Are you sure?
Unfortunately, I do not know much about...
Okay. Do you know?
Don't be...
Yeah, this guy, he keeps telling me the same crap, just like the rest of them. Why are you my Matthew Modine? Who's Matthew Modine? Nice to see you, Lou. I'm glad you can join us.
Goodbye,
Matthew Modine, is that...
Mr. Knight.
Is he the guy that was next to played opposite Madonna in My Best Friend's Wedding? No. None of that was right. None of that was right. This is probably a bad idea. Good old Officer Franks tapping away at the desk. This guy's still only 2 days away from retirement. So we're gonna go yell at Mark Hamill for a little bit. Because his punk ass closed the case. And
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see.
he needs to answer for what he's done. Matthew Modine. Man, I gotta Google something.
Knight, I hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo Murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch.
You got a lot to
Anything
answer
else
for,
new?
Mark.
Just work.
Can I ask you about...
You're the...
What's the state of the case? How can you just close...
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New Orleans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. They're probably
I think we are talking about the same dude.
Local cartel? Are you just gonna let
Wasn't he in a movie with Madonna?
At least they're part of us.
About a wedding?
We'll deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Illusion.
I'm not totally in agreement here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught.
Thanks, bro.
I'm disappointed about the book, too.
Right there. Right there.
Next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks.
All right, let's ask him to reopen the case.
Open the case.
Look, the department's not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
Yeah,
Voodoo
straight
stuff
up.
Is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Just look at his...
You want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
KJ Appa hair.
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Oh, okay, so wait, we need... He just told us exactly what we need.
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans.
Prove cults.
Prove that they're a threat.
Prove
Get
threat.
me a lead on the cult.
And give him a lead. Okay, so that's the first time we've been given directives quite like that. That's interesting. So, the evidence we have is all like circumstantial. Let's see what happens when we show him this.
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down
voodoo murders
around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810?
1810. They
circumstantial at best.
They're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again?
And that they exist?
A threat?
Sure. If there is a voodoo cult, they're a threat.
Okay. Here, look at my drawings.
That doesn't...
Of course. Here, let's show him a picture. This is... Remember this? This was you, buddy, when you graduated.
A photo of you graduating from the police academy.
This is what you call...
My mom...
This is what you call playing hardball with the police. No, that doesn't... Okay. This was... That was the letter.
It's Gabriel.
I guess we could try giving him this. I mean, obviously, I don't think we're going to have all these things. So I think we proved...
those marks you found around the murder
thread.
victim? This is a...
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? Well, that's pretty good work, Knight. But that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
Okay, that's fair, Officer Mosley. Sure. Look, I got a bracelet.
I have this snake bracelet. It's a replica of one used in secret voodoo ceremonies a few decades ago.
Really? What makes you think so?
I got it from an old Creole lady whose grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau.
Gabriel, Gabriel. We get these little old ladies in here all the time. That bracelet is probably not genuine, and it wouldn't prove anything if it were.
Yeah, like I was saying, Gabriel, all our evidence is circumstantial. Which one was this?
Somewhere.
That was the phone book. No, that's just our old creepy drawings. Oh yeah, we still have to find a whip. That's right, we're still looking for a whip. Or, as we learned, a fwep cache. Which I'm sure is not pronounced anything close to that. That's right, I did turn that label out. And we got a flashlight. No, okay. So screw you, Mark. We're out. You dick. We're gonna. So we still have to prove that prove that there's a cult and get them a lead on the cult. Dun, 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 dun. These guys aren't gonna tell me nothing. All right, so let's go check in on our buddy Crash. And see. Let's see. Is it this one? It's nice that these are free, because I remember growing up when you'd go to one of these overlooks and they'd have them cool big, like, oh, there's she, Madam Moonbeam. No, that was Lorelei. She's doing all right for herself. You'd see the big, triangle thing with the big lenses on it. All right, he's not here either. So by process of elimination, he's in this one. Look, oh, there's Crash. He looks like Adam Sandler from Little Nicky.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer?
That was totally a drug deal. And look, there he is. Ben Stiller. Totally Ben Stiller. So we got to see, what's his name, do a drug deal with the drummer, who I thought was going to be... We didn't go to the... Oh, yeah, no. The cemetery so far has been a bust. I think I have to go there at night or something. But I haven't seen anything about going tonight. Oh. We're doing it again, people. Not that one. Stand right there, Gabe. We have to save the game again. Remember, a descriptive thing, so you know what it is when you come back to it later. Dun, 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 dun. So we got this drummer. What's up, Dis? Welcome back.
The drummer is
no,
busy.
Not yet. Not yet. It looks like I'm at 4 more right now. Lots of people in the chat right now, which is cool. I'm glad y'all are here. But if you're new, please hit. Let me get me over the. I have to stop drumming.
Does this mean
the drummer looks?
Okay, so I can show him things. Guess we'll start with the pattern.
Does this mean anything to you?
The drum.
Does this?
What's just beat him up, damn it.
The drum. The drum.
Bully some people. Yeah, I tried the Reddits and everything. It's okay. If it doesn't happen tonight, it doesn't happen tonight. What else do we have to get this drummer to stop? We don't have the badge anymore. We got some snake skins and some... Here, look at my shitty drawings. Yeah, Radiant Juice was nice enough to join earlier tonight, which is very cool. And now I can't get this drummer to stop drumming. There's something I have to give him that I don't have?
Those two.
Yeah, none of that's gonna do anything.
That Gabriel.
None of these scales. You know, the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. Oh. What might be right for you might not be right for some. So that didn't work. So this guy, maybe we need something. See, we also saw Crash walk up that way, which is the church. So maybe that's what we got to do. I mean, the drummer is nothing. I almost bumped into that little old lady. Doing paces, doing not paces. What's the word? Laps. Well, well, well.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm praying. Leave me alone.
I need to talk to you. Ask you some questions.
No way, man.
Too sick.
I'm too sick. Let's go away.
Come on.
I actually have a
a
post-it note sitting here reminding me to do exactly that same thing, Lube.
You're so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything. Just like that friend of yours, Mosley. Go away.
I'm not like Mosley.
I googled it earlier and everything.
I'll believe you.
Forget it, man. It's not worth my breath.
Okay, so let's start showing. Look, I got pictures of the murder.
Do you recognize this?
No.
The article's probably not going to do anything. The mask. Oh, maybe the pattern.
Do you recognize?
No. So the only other thing we got from Voodoo is the bracelet or the mask.
Do you recognize this?
Oh, there's that.
Where'd you get that?
Why?
There's that
Do you know something
dingle.
about it?
Know something about it. Look at this.
Crash opens his shirt and reveals a tattoo.
It's the same snake.
It's their
What?
sign. The mark of the snake. Without it, they'll never let you get close.
The sign of the snake. Right. Your tattoo, my bracelet. Now, do you believe that I know something about these people?
Oh.
You know about them, I guess.
So now will you answer me questions? Okay. Look at, oh my goodness, this guy is in serious trouble. He's like, his ears, oh no, that's an earring. I thought his ear was falling off.
Tell me what you know about voodoo.
Look.
Stay away from this voodoo shit.
You don't really want to know, man. Believe me. Just do yourself a favor and leave me alone.
I want to know about the voodoo murders.
You're on the right track. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna risk my life by talking about it, man.
Yeah, he's having himself a good old time in New Orleans, this dude. Like,
Man, can't you see I'm sick?
Bug me with stupid questions.
can't you see I'm sick?
Do you know anything about snakes?
The eyes. Snake's eyes.
Damballa.
Damballa.
Okay, calm down.
So, I know this is an entirely unintentional Easter egg. But I like me horror movies. I like the good horror movies. I like the bad horror movies, like all the horror movies. If you remember, Damballa is the voodoo. I know it's beautiful. This guy right here is just gorgeous. But Damballa was the voodoo god that brought Chucky back.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's not that bad. He just likes the way it smells.
Do you have any idea what Caprice encore means?
Caprice.
I never heard of that.
Like, this guy he's so almost dead.
Tell me what you know.
Tell me about the secret voodoos.
In New Orleans.
Oh, man. Shut up about that shit. Can't you see I'm sick? Are you trying to kill me?
Like, the first rule of secret voodoo on fours is to not speak of secret voodoo on fours.
Animal masks.
No. Leave me alone about that shit.
What do you mean? You've seen them, haven't you?
Not me. Leave me alone.
Do you know anything about
Veve's kids?
I never heard of that.
That he just kind of
Have
shrugs
you ever
off.
heard of a Schottenjäger?
I never heard of that.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm sick. Eating the big enchilada.
Eating the big enchilada.
I saw you talking to that drummer. What did
Eating
you tell
the
him?
big enchilada.
The drummer? Nobody's supposed to see. Shit. I blew it again. Promise you won't say nothing to no one. It'll get back to him. Everything does. Promise me you won't tell anyone you saw me.
Okay, but you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Okay.
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 It's not the same drummer. It's all a different drummer doing voodoo messages. It's like
posted around the quarter.
voodoo Morse code.
They see everything. And they report.
Report? How?
The drums, man. It's some kind of code.
Whoa. Tell me of the Rada drums.
Tell me about the Rada drums.
I already told you about that.
So he's not going to repeat himself. None of this is going to be new.
Why you...
Okay, so that's the same. Yeah, maybe don't meet the drummer in the middle of the park. Nobody will see if I meet him here. Let's see, we don't have a camera, so let's see if it'll let me...
Do you...
Crashes hot.
Push him.
Crashes still keep.
Push him. Okay. I guess... I feel like I'm not done here. You showed him this.
Tell me more.
I need this tattooed to get into their rituals.
What tattoo to get
Gabriel
into?
Gabriel.
Look, show me this tattoo.
Crashes hot. Crashes.
I feel like I'm waiting for him to die or something. Like, there's something I'm missing here. I need to see this tattoo. He's gonna sit back down. You asshole.
Do you recognize...
Okay, well then we're just gonna... Oh, damn it, I should have went the other way. The corners up here, trying to get these corners, anything up here is kind of tricky. So how? So we got a sick Gabe. We have a sick Gabe, not Gabe. We have a sick Crash, and nowhere else to go. We have no like drugs in our inventory to give him. No drugs in our inventory to give him. Oh, we should. Duh. We should go talk to this other drummer. That's really going to be the answer.
Can I ask?
Drummer doesn't respond. Look, I got this creepy bracelet.
Does this mean anything to you?
The drum.
Yeah, just lounging.
I know who you are.
The drummer ignores Gabriel and just continues.
You know.
The drummer.
Can I?
So we have a sick Crash. We have nothing to give him in terms of drugs or anything like that. So, when in doubt, go back home. And maybe something will get triggered there. Right? She probably wants
Gabriel
nothing.
Should get her.
Gabriel should get her attention first.
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Stay away from Mulligatty, or you shall pay with your life.
What the hell is going on?
Whoa. Ben Stiller just saw me see a ghost. So now, can I do anything with her desk? So that was crazy. That was our first personal...
Crashes. Gabriel can. Gabriel. Gabriel. Gabriel.
Like, you're not... I'm not done with you. I know there's something you're not telling me.
You look pretty.
Hospital wouldn't do.
Will you?
So we have to go talk to somebody about radadrums. That must be the next... That must be the next step in the equation, is something about radadrums. I mean, we know we can go in there, and that priest will be like, "You're a dick." Young Jerry Stiller. I don't know. It's that. You ever seen that movie, The Royal Tenenbaums? Like Ben Stiller, right? Ben Stiller's the one in Something About Mary, and Jerry Stiller's the dad, right? I'm not just getting those two backwards. I hope. I mean, that...
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Yeah, you're going to tell me about these radadrums so that something happens.
Do you know anything about radadrums?
There are some against the wall, but I do not play myself.
You don't know anything about a drum code?
Drum
I
code.
do not believe there is such a thing, Mr. Knight.
Okay, good. Because, you know, I've not been known to mistake a father for a son. Can't do anything with the... Damn, this game. Oh, wait, he's sit... Oh, nah.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
Like, that's not ominous. Screw you, Michael Dorn. Maybe it's the...
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask...
What are you going to
Do you
tell
know
me about
anything
Rennie
about
Drums?
What I know, I wouldn't be talking about it with you.
You're a dick, Scott. So I said I was going to go home, but I want to hit the... I'm going to hit the cemetery first. Chris... It kind of does look like an old Chris Rock. Come on, tell me something, old man. Nothing's changed here.
I'm sorry to bother.
You got something to say?
You must
Unlike the living, they...
Yeah, he's just gonna say the same crap. But tell me something about
Mind if I pick your
Radadrums.
brain?
Go ahead.
You hear
You know
Radadrums
anything
tomorrow
about
night?
Radadrums?
I don't know what you talking about.
And I can't believe I went through day 1, through day 2, without realizing I could go over here. Boy, did that make me feel dumb. Like,
A stoned angel leaned to and an angel draped.
yeah, all
This
this is the
old
same.
tune has a soft.
And like, it's not gonna. That opens maybe.
The plate is locked in position.
We don't have the key. This is where like an overmap button would be nice, but because it's an older game, we don't get one. Okay, so we're lost. We're lost at this point. The next step is to go back home, because that would be the next. That just seems like logical conclusion. I can't seem to. I've already gone to everything else except for visiting Grandma and visiting the crime scene and the Getty estate, which we have gotten a firm warning to stay away from. So, oh yeah, we didn't go here. Mrs. What's her name isn't gonna have nothing for us. So let's try home.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat out.
This guy's still out here.
He's still there. I wish he'd move or something.
He hasn't moved an inch since he showed up.
I'm fairly certain he's a ghost, Grace.
So,
Your use of
what can...
this...
Ugh. What can you tell me about Radadrums?
Do you know anything?
Rododrums?
Could you...
Sure.
Could you research Radadrums for me?
Rododrums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact
This
our
guy has not
suppliers,
gone to the
assuming
bathroom.
any
He's
of them
drinking
would
nothing
send
but
you any
coffee.
Tell him it's an emergency.
credit. Uh-huh. I can see where a Rododrum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
I can't...
Okay.
She's like the rudest.
Do you...
Not personally.
Okay, so now we've got her looking for Rododrums. That's great. What's his name and what's his name didn't tell me nothing about no Rododrums. The guy at the cemetery didn't tell me anything about no Rododrums. And Crash is kind of a dick. None of the drummers will talk to me, but the only drummer I can talk to is the drummer from Def Leppard who's only got one arm. The drummer from Def Leppard's only got one arm. No.
Tell me about the Radadrums.
How red.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me about...
Sick. He's sick. Hey, let's raid our own medicine cabinet.
There's not a...
Okay.
There is no...
Gabriel, shut the refrigerator, please. I could smell it from here.
Women.
That's very nice.
Gabriel does. Gabriel can...
So there's something else I need to do. We read the newspaper. We looked at the clipping. The clipping wasn't from
See ya.
when... Oh, Peg! Peg Leg Pete! Nice, thanks for joining. I can see you there. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. If you're here and listening. If you know what I'm supposed to do next, that would also be super helpful. Maybe... Oh, God, we're gonna have to go to Moonbeam Residence and check out this hippie lady again. She was fun. Maybe she could tell me something
Boy, you
about...
are amazing.
About, things. There's gonna be a 30-second intermission here because I need to run and get drink 2. Oh, excuse me. That's how far back the stream is? Okay, so that I need the second drink. Oh, hey, there's another sculpin in here. So I'm hoping this woman will tell me something about the Ratadrums, because that seems to be the next thing, but I doubt it's going to be the Ratadrums. Mostly because after these messages, we'll be right back. Mostly because that's the same crap as before.
Of course.
Do you know anything about...
I don't know any.
Thanks. So this woman was not a help. She's back at all that.
I can't...
There.
Who else could I possibly need to speak to about Ratadrums? Let's use the crystal ball.
Not that easy. Gabriel really does.
Push it. Okay.
Well, I guess I'll be gone now.
The only vice is the absence of love.
I've heard that. Bye now.
The only vice is the absence of love. Neither of these two told me anything. I mean, there's the cop, I suppose? The bartender, nothing there. Jackson Square. Yeah, nothing out here.
The leg. Gabriel was just thinking that Gabriel, the police have already taken.
I hope none of this is a walk I didn't see before. No. Guess we can go talk to Grandma. Time to visit Grandma again. She's gotta be sick of seeing us at this point.
It's my favorite
She's not gonna tell me anything about the Ratadrums.
Your only grandson, but...
Make yourself at home.
He does not take his coat off when visiting his grandma. Grandma.
Granny might get worried.
Nice weather. Are you? Is there any...
Okay. Because we always check in on Granny.
Of course.
Maybe there's something here.
Do you know anyone?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany. I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
No, it's not one of those games. This might be the only woman he has not...
Do you know?
I don't...
That's the one I just asked.
Why did Granddad...
I don't know. I tried to ask him. He never even told me about his name change. I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer. Since he obviously found it painful, I never questioned him about it.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Temple. She was
Same stuff, same stuff.
Tell me about...
Your father, Philip, suffered from...
Tell me...
Same stuff, same stuff. Rata drums.
Rata drums. Your father had a little drum set when he was small.
I don't think that's...
Where?
And
No,
let's give her a
you get
compliment.
hurt.
Maybe
Tell
it's
me.
checking herself.
Just...
I had your father when I...
That's lovely.
Oh,
That's
All
lovely.
right, dear.
We'll go upstairs just because we haven't gone upstairs lately. I don't think I missed anything up here ever since I got the thing. There was nothing in here. Oh, we got the sketchbook. The sketchbook was the only thing we needed to get out of here.
Aren't those...
Serious height.
Just...
And the bundle. The trunk.
It looked...
That box. It's an old...
It's Granddad.
Maybe Granddad's old
Golf.
golf
I'm not
bag.
sure what my... Golf. I'm not... Sure.
That doesn't... Gabriel.
Yeah, no, it's nothing up here. I'm just wildly clicking at this point as I'm not sure what the next step is. Oh, we out of here, Grandma. Wait, hold on. Let's make sure I just never missed something.
That clock has been...
Well, Gran...
All right, dear.
I like the Granny walks him out. It's a touching little step. God, I guess we'll go bug this guy again. Maybe we'll try to go to the Geld house. But after that ghost encounter, I'm not sure if that's going to be a smart thing to do or not.
Mr. Knight.
Hi, guy who clearly doesn't like me.
Mind if I pick your...
Not?
Can you
Do
tell
you
me?
know anything about it?
Yes, Rada drums are used in most voodoo ceremonies.
Uh-huh. Thanks.
Tell me...
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most...
Have you...
I'm afraid I...
Yeah, that's right. I already asked you about all that other crap.
I'll see you later.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
I don't think there's anything... So we still don't have the whip. We just need to prove there's a cult and get a lead on the cult. The closest thing we have is this guy here. And so far...
Gabriel crashes huddle.
So far, nothing has worked.
Will you answer some questions?
I swear this guy's gonna die. He's gonna die.
All I know is these people are into some weird
This is a different answer than what he gave me before.
real power. They can write your name on a piece of paper, chew it, and you end up mince meat. Like you've been through a grinder. They know things in their heads. Things that no one ever knew about.
Uh-huh. They can
know when you
smell when you lie.
They can smell it. They're fucking scary, man. I don't know if it's the devil or what. But it ain't no fake shit, man.
It's real.
It's real.
Now.
They did the murders.
Oh, this guy's telling me all sorts of new shit now.
That's not the only way they kill. They can get you from miles away. Just by saying your name.
Come on. You don't really believe
That's what's happening to this guy.
I seen it, man. You can't cross them.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Man.
Okay, so he's gonna get back to
Do you know
these.
anything?
The eyes.
Okay. Do you know any... Okay. What can you...
You know, somewhere at night.
Somewhere at night. I saw them last year dancing and howling. You don't want to be anywhere near them.
What can you...
I told you everything.
Do you have an...
I never heard...
Tell me what you know about us.
All right.
Oh, there's that jingle.
There's this is an underground cartel in New Orleans. A voodoo cartel.
Voodoo
They
cartel.
control everything that happens on the street. I mean, everything. Bought or sold. They have their fingers in the legit world, too. Banks, foreign stuff, you name it. This
Foreign stuff.
Temple. What you said, a Hound Four. That's their headquarters.
Underground in the French Quarter.
I heard people say it's underground. Somewhere in the French Quarter. I don't know where.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've never been in it. I'm a nobody.
French Quarter. French Quarter. That's where the cemetery is.
Out at the lake. They became animals, man. Beasts.
The what's her name? The what's her name? The what's her name?
The eyes.
Hey, are you okay?
The eyes.
The eyes of the snake.
Eyes of the snake.
I think I should go get a doctor. Hey, are you alright?
Someone, I need help.
The eyes of the snake.
Dambala.
Dambala.
Oh. Give me the power, I beg of you.
Crush spasms twice more, then died as Gabriel wanted.
Oh, God. Poor bastard.
He is dead.
There's no.
Look in his pockets. You want me to do something here? Wait.
Crasher's shirt is closed. Crasher's shirt is closed.
Well, that's that snake tattoo. Let's see. Well, make a copy of it with this.
I guess I better copy this tattoo.
Because this body will not be here tomorrow. I can almost guarantee you this. Get the earring.
There's no.
Well, that's rude. I guess he's not going to talk anymore. I can't rifle his pockets. Let's get the fuck out of this church before the cops show up and start wondering why I'm palling around with a dead guy in a church, which will totally not make the morning news. Not at all. That's right. Pinky's out, gentlemen.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to
Oh,
go
wow.
home for the day.
Did not expect the day to end there. But it's still early. I promised 2 hours. We're going to do 2 hours. We might not finish this day. Oh.
Hello?
It's me. I can't sleep.
Oh,
Me
Gabe,
neither.
you dumb bastard.
Can I?
Yes.
You dumb bastard. He's getting on his bike and he's going over there. Midnight booty call with the very woman the ghost said don't booty call. The road was blocked. The truth was shunned. The white flag had been waved. Reversal cost me all I had and everything I'd braved. Hi. What's up, Oz? I hope you're having a good night. It's nice to see you. You're just starting day 5. Gabriel Knight. Billy Joel Armstrong just died in the church.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Sure. Great. Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now, what's up?
We got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Oh, that's nice. That guy, the creepy dude.
Really? Great.
Creepy guy is still out there.
FedEx from Germany.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Well, it kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang in a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you.
Cinco.
You're in trouble. In case you don't know it.
This is...
Yeah, you've been reading my
This is Creole.
Just read the
French.
journal carefully, Gabriel.
I don't know how... Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. Un, deux, trois, quatre...
I got it.
Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq? Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq.
St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge, I'm glad you called. Did you... You did? Wait, slow down. The Aigri?
Aigri?
You think that's them? The wheel within a wheel. A goon badagri, huh? Well, that does sound like it.
That's a lot of buzzwords getting thrown at me.
That's the wavy pattern at the bottom, okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo. Well, why would the Veve show up there? Okay.
Okay, so the professor's got a lead for us. We've got the thing from our thing.
Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay.
Yeah, and Gabe doesn't want to see 2 dead bodies.
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
Don't look so worried.
Ooh.
No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe. And I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this. My dreams.
What about your dreams?
Which...
Nothing. I'll be careful.
We haven't had any of those dreams since we started banging Madame Geld. Malia Getty. Since that wasn't even fucking close. Nice. I actually got on and was playing Fortnite the other day. That was unusual for me. It's good times. It's a fun game every now and then. I'm not a big Fortnite fan. But the Zone Wars is fun.
Times Picayune, dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope.
Don't go outside.
The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful.
The horoscope straight said, you're fucked.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads a Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic
I've never won a solo
murders.
game in Fortnite.
He reads
Oz.
about Gunter's meeting with a beautiful slave woman, Teteru, and of Gunter's tormenting urges for her.
Tormenting urges for her.
He records of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigations into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seemed. The second to the last entry described Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He found the name of one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands
Grandpa
of the
was a
coven.
pimp.
Naturally, Gunter has arranged for
In terms of witch hunting.
assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Halsey's son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
Dear Father, I offer these final words as apology for the harm done to our sacred office. The woman I wrote of, I want to say fellatio, Jedatello, was the witch I sought. I have committed the terrible crimes. I have loved this witch, then betrayed her, then used our sacred family power to free her and aid her in destroying this colony. The talisman is gone. Tapatio took it. I can but pray for thy forgiveness, for thy swift recovery of the talisman, and that my punishment in hell will be long and bitter. You, thy deserving son, Gunter? That was Grandpa?
The letters are... Wolfgang's letter says...
Dear Gabriel, please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's
sacred family
special
power.
obligations and our current predicament.
I hope
God
it's
be
like
with you,
light.
Uncle Wolfgang.
That'd be a cool sacred power to have.
The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in
Rittersburg, West Germany.
West Germany.
I don't know if that's a real place.
The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the reoccurring words.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
The only thing that Gabriel can decide.
Oh yeah, we got to read this book. That looks important. Enjoy your lunch, Lube. That's what I'm assuming it is. Probably first break. I don't know. I just hope it's an easy day. We'll have to figure that out later. So we know the code. Got that. Hans wants us to go visit him. Not Hans. What was the dude's name? Julian Sands. The Dr. Sands.
See ya.
And even that wasn't his real name. He wants us to go pop in there, and he's going to tell us some stuff as we get back on our bike. This dude going to be dead in here. Like, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen, is this dude is going to be dead.
Hey, Hot Ridge, what's the good word? Hot Ridge? Ah! Oh, God, not again.
Whoa. Whoa. Dead teacher. Okay, so this guy... Yeah, you walked in at just the right time, Dronin. So we got through day 4 pretty good. We just started day 5. We walked in. I knew this guy was going to be dead.
Dr. Hartridge's desk is remarkably neat, especially considering the rest of the room. Dr. Hart,
Like,
the shelves behind, the shelves. Something about Hartridge's death mask reminds
yeah,
Gabriel
it
of
kind of
Roy
does look
Price
like Billy
dead
Joel
dog.
Armstrong. Is his? Do I need to open his shirt too?
That would be.
I'm not.
You're not touching it. Come on.
That would be.
You got something for me. Let's try talking to
Whatever
him.
Hartridge may have learned. Whatever Hartridge.
Day 4, we the big bit was we followed Crash. We learned about the Rada drums and how they're basically voodoo coding and talking across the city. So whoever's in charge of um, the voodoo cults, that's how they're talking to one another. And we eliminated what's her name from the park as a suspect, and then she turned into a ghost and told us not to screw Molly Ageti anymore, which Gabriel Knight totally did at the end of game 4 or day 4. We met that Crash fella, the guy that was in the office getting interrogated by the cops. He died. He died. Billy Joe Armstrong died. We got the the drawing of the tattoo, which he says we need to get into everything. Um, Now we've bumped into this guy and he's dead,
That would.
and it doesn't look like
That.
it's giving me anything. I mean, maybe we got to do
Nothing means nothing.
like
These notes look interesting.
because we got some notes. Um, cool. Yeah, I'm glad I could bring you up to speed because Dambala, Ugin, Baba agrees. Those are all the same things we got from the phone call. So we have this now, and the snake.
Nothing else.
Gabriel.
I don't.
You've already got me.
Gabriel doesn't want.
The poor fish. Nobody's
The
going to be
fish
feeding these
task is
fish.
as on as it's likely to get, and turning it.
We're not searching this guy.
I'm not touching.
Gabriel's.
The box. Oh,
It
we didn't
looks
get.
heavy.
Gabriel.
I don't think we've gone. I don't think we've ever gotten to go through.
The filing.
We haven't even tried, have we?
The filing cabinet.
The filing cabinet is locked.
There is not.
Let's see. The desk is locked.
There is.
Where's his damn jacket?
That doesn't. Dr. Hartridge. Dr. Hart.
And his keys. His keys are probably in his pocket.
Something about some.
I don't think it's the keys. Like, as long as we don't tell anybody, we should be able to come back to this body at least for the day. But we should create a save point here, even though we already created one not too earlier, just to make sure. I mean, does he seem
Gabriel
like...
doesn't need to. Gabriel.
Oh, did I try to push him? I just like to point out, I don't know if y'all caught that, but Gabriel Knight legit just knocked going into a room. You're gonna do it again. Just watch. He's gonna knock going into this room where there is a dead body. I mean, that's sweet of him, but like, dead Julian Sands does not care. So we don't want to tell the cops. The cops are going to be
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body.
Well, that was a dick move, Gabe. But the question is, what's next? What is next? Crime scene note. We've learned some new things to talk to Grandma about. This is probably not gonna let me in here anymore. Wow. Oh no, I'm gonna go in here, the body's gonna be dead. Going to be gone. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, it's not gonna change anything.
Dr. There is
Use the seat, Gabe.
there is
I don't know. Yeah, no, I didn't think that was gonna change anything, but I figured I'd check anyway. Um so now the next point would be to try going places. Getty Estate, not unless I hit an absolute dead end. That ghost said stay away. What we really need now is we're still on the. Oh, that's right. Jordan, we met with the cop yesterday with Mark Hamill, and he said we have to prove the cult exists, prove they're a threat, and get a lead on the cult. We were able to prove the cult is a threat using the newspaper clipping that Gracie gave us at the beginning of day 4. That goes with some creepy shit, Bloob. So we, but it's pretty cool. It's nice to see some actual voodoo getting starting to actually, besides the creepy, ever-changing dream, to like actually touch um, Gabriel Knight himself. So far, there's been just the bad dreams and the voodoo murders. Dude, he's the Kyver. Cut him some slack. But going places. This guy's gonna have nothing for us. So I think we're probably done. Voodoo. Running from damn it. Now I'm gonna have that song playing in the back of my head, which kind of already kicks in every time using the word voodoo anyway. So we're not gonna return to Mark Hamill until we have something to prove the cultists. I wish I could look at my. Yeah, you know what? You know what? You're right. He did do the right thing for the first time in the whole game. Is call out. It's I. I'm just hoping it's not one of those moments in these old games where you're like, oh, you didn't get the key out of his front jacket pocket. Um, but I figured he would wait the whole day before he actually called the cops. I figured he'd actually wait the whole day, like, oh, it's the end of day 5. Oh, you know what? Hey, Mark Hamill, there's a dead body at the museum or at the university. You might want to check it out. I don't think it's. These just tell me the name of these streets. Oh, that's neat. It tells me the actual names of these streets. I didn't catch that before, just scrolling around between the various points. Okay, so we don't need to go back to him until we do the other things, because we don't have either of those. Napoleon House. Sam and Max have already hit the road. LucasArts joke. That's very highbrow. I was proud of that one. But they're gone, so there's nothing more except for the bartender, and he's been kind of a dick and hasn't really been telling me anything. The Overlook, Jackson Square, they were such a big part of the last day, as well as the church. I doubt it's there. So we're going to start with my favorite person. I'm just absolutely loving this guy. Like, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hi.
But we can try all our new buzzwords on him.
So we all the time.
Yeah, that's all the.
Can I ask you just... Have you ever heard of Dumbala?
I'm glad you got that one. Nice. That's one of the next games I want to play because I love that game. It's something in your eye. Try digging it out with a fork. So that didn't tell me nothing about no
Does the
Dumbala.
name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Don't talk like that around here, man.
That was an interesting response from the clerk.
Do you know
And he
any...
still
What I
knows
know.
nothing about Ratadrums. Oh, we might have to go back to the park to check on the drummer that was there and summon or something with the drums. We'll see about that. I love this guy. He's like, he's just doing his job. Just leave him alone. You got $100, he'll sell you a mask. All right, so let's check in with suspect number 1.
Why is it so dark in here?
Why is it so dark in here? What the hell is going
Dr.
on?
John? Hello?
Wait, look. Oh, this is it. Look, the snake's gone. Oh man, I've been waiting for this. I was just saying this at the beginning of the stream. This snake hates this light switch.
You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did? I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see, and we were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door next time you're
See?
closed.
See?
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
But that totally doesn't help. Yeah, no. It's mouths we just can't make. We just cannot make model video games like just talk right. I mean, maybe we're at the point where we're hitting that uncanny valley thing. I wish I could look at the. I wish I could look at the. Oh, Jesus. Based on the score, I'm guessing I'm about halfway through the game. I wish I could look at my inventory here. So we're gonna talk to see what this drummer here. Maybe now that we know a little more about the Ratadrums, maybe he'll say something to me. Maybe use the words Dumbala. Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious. Yeah.
Gabriel.
Oh, Ozzy's.
Yeah, this.
Oh,
that's a bigger meta thing.
Gunter has.
Ozzy.
Oh, maybe showing this to the guy. Nope. All right, we'll check in at the church. Come on, you can do it. Forget it. We'll go that way. We'll go this one. We'll go up. We'll check in at the church, but I don't think that's it either. She's still gone. There we go. They cleaned this.
Someone found and moved Crasher's body.
That one he didn't call in. There's nothing in here. Probably nothing in the confessional. The confessional has been pretty much a waste. So that was all a waste, which means the Overlook is probably a waste. I mean, I didn't really go through the square. Go back to Napoleon House just in case. Maybe this guy actually can tell me something? Hi, I've walked into your bar with no money and I want answers. Yeah.
Could I ask you if you...
Sure.
Tell me about...
Don't know what else.
Do you know anything...
Ratted drums?
I guess. Does the name...
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you're...
Never heard of it.
This guy's like at both at the best and
me?
worst
Well, if they are...
bartender in the world. Do bartenders even wear those things anymore with the sleeves and I don't know, like some sort of a like hair tie around their thing? So I guess I'll see what happens if I.
On the door of the museum.
Let's go back home. Maybe back home will give us the next step.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
Well, you're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
This was supposed to be. Oh yeah, wait. The date would be June 22nd, 1993.
Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff up.
It's because I was at the strip club, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
So I knew this ashtray.
In the ashtray.
I knew this ashtray was going to come into play.
In the ashtray.
Because I could hit the button, or I could hit the look thing, and it would say, "Hey, there's an ashtray."
The python left me a souvenir. Very interesting.
You know what? He has not. I don't think they maybe made out in a closet once. I think. I'm not entirely sure. She's been pretty standoffish and resisting his advances. But there's a couple cheeky lines in there, like where he's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to remember what they look like," where maybe they hooked up once in the past. Okay, so this is going to be a big moment. I'm actually kind of nervous about clicking this down because this is going to be possibly. Look at
carrying a scale.
look
a snake scale
at that. Where's that magnifying glass? Where's that magnifying glass?
Gabriel magnifies the snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python, hued with purples and greens. It matches the scale from Lake
That's good to know. Oh, that's good to know. I'm hoping that it stays. You can't spoil a 20-year-old game. Jesus, 20 years old? 17. You can't spoil a 17-year-old. At 17 years, it's our fault that we don't know how it played out. I mean, unless it's something like where you have to see it. I don't know. There's no line. It's 17 years old. 17 years. It's our fault for not knowing. I do hope to get to the second and third one of these because I do want to see how Gabriel Knight grows as a character. If he ever stops being a total dick. But what did we learn? We have new things to say to people. We haven't jumped through. Well, actually, no. We have jumped through the normal talking to people. We can't talk to the doctor. He's dead. We got the... I mean, the only thing to We can't call anybody unless we could call Ritter again about receiving the book? I mean, well, I mean, that can't hurt anything, but let's give him a shot. If I had to guess, Ritter's on a plane right now. Ooh ee ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang. Dang it. Damn it, you son of a bitch. That's actually it's everybody else is gonna hate that less than me. Okay. Dear great uncle, we got your package. There was no money in the card.
I can't afford to call Germany again till I've figured more of this out.
Well, okay, so calling Germany is not the answer. Maybe now we can write the book. I haven't tried to write the book today.
Writer's block.
Nope. Nobody saw that one coming. Okay, so maybe... Like, the only thing I haven't done... Yeah, the professor, we can just cross him right off the list. Maybe Madam What's-Her-Name will know things again? The French lady who told us what... No, it wasn't the French lady. Who told us what Capri Sancour means? I don't remember. But there's the French lady, there's the cemetery, there's Moonbeam,
I'll be back later.
who I am 90% sure is full of shit, and the only reason Dr. John sent me to her is to get off his back about asking stupid questions. Like, maybe he thought if I...
A sign on the front door of
Okay, well, she's out the fucking loop. I was thinking maybe the reason... There's two other things. Huh. Two other things. Well, let's start here at the top. This guy's... He's not going to recognize any of the new words.
Could I have a minute?
Yeah?
Mind if I
go?
I don't think he's going to react to any of them. Let's see.
Do you know...
I don't know what...
Yeah, he didn't know what that... Oh, that's right. I already asked that one.
Does the name Ogun Badakri mean anything to you?
I don't know what you talking about.
I like the way he stops a moment to
Have
say...
you ever heard of Dambala?
I don't know what
you
talking about.
Like, say the word really right. Not this one.
I don't really care to talk about.
You set up a Nightbot? I don't know what a Nightbot is. Wait, these are all the same crap.
The second message made from the voodoo crosses is on the wall.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Let's get... Where's our handy-dandy notebook? And copy that down.
These new marks down.
You didn't respond to the words. We'll go to the next screen. What is a Nightbot? Oh, you know, you can tell me tomorrow. It'll be easier then when you can explain it to me. Look, and he's going to come follow me, make sure I don't do anything shitty over here. That's the other game, Spartan. Extreme Violence is the other game. If it is, it's only because I'm prettier, Lube. That's it. That's all it is. It's your beard's getting there, but it's not there yet. So back down to at least 2. All right. And we can do this. It looks like nothing's changed here. Unless I can write... No, it's not going to be writing things because I don't know the language.
Using that.
And this one, the only thing in there was the plate with the key. Unless I catch Madam Ged coming out of there again. But what are the chances of that? There's going to be nothing at 2 late. And, oh, crap! Crap! That's okay. So the only thing we have to go on now is the new set of crosses, which we might be able to figure out back home, which we might be able to figure out.
Phew, it's...
Oh.
I mean, spooky guy, this is new. Do you want to see the new thing?
The man in the...
Yeah. I didn't think so. But we have 2 of these.
Gabriel gazed, looking at the series of crosses.
Can we maybe use the 2 together to partially figure out?
Gabriel
Haha!
checks 2 messages for duplicate symbols and transfers the letters from the matches to the new
Yeah, that's a good one.
He finds that he has the translation for all of the symbols, except for 3.
Except for 3. DJK, keep eyes on Gabe. Keep eyes on Gabe, but do not harm. Okay, so this little... Let's call it an airplane propeller before we call it anything else. That's a Y. This other little harpoon propeller. Keep... Yeah, Jay Muse is a fun stream. He plays a lot of amusing games. It's weird seeing him at his age, though, just because, like, he still sounds like him. Okay, so this middle one... I don't know. But I'm fairly certain that bottom one is an M, do not harm. And this is possibly a U? Who's DJ? Dr. John. Okay, so these letters are to Dr. John, who is probably following me because the museum is closed. That's some bullshit, huh? So if Dr. John is receiving these letters, who are the letters coming from? There's nothing more here.
The tracing.
And none of that is going to help. I think this is going to be important later. Okay, so let's try. Well, Gracie, you got anything to research? Let's see what we can come up with.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Ooh, that's a very good point, Ronan. He did let his...
Do you know...
No.
He did let the dragon...
Does...
No.
Attack me.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess there's always the possibility. I can't. So Gracie's not going to be researching anything. I mean, there's always the possibility that that was unintentional, or he knew I knew about the fan.
See you later.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they could have been watching the stream and watching me called it out at the beginning of the day. All right, I guess we'll pop in with the cop. See if any. What? Oh. Look at.
It's an antique umbrella stand.
With a snake on it.
Gabriel doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But look, now there's one of these guys.
One of the Getty drummers watches the police station. One of the
and they're calling it the Getty drummers. Interesting development there. Oh, there's also the possibility that Dr. John thinks Gabe Knight is an asshole and didn't care and was like, I have to kill this guy.
Yeah, what is it, you wanker?
Which, you know, going off of...
I have to tell you, Bud, I'm pretty pissed off. I'm not
which is a pretty solid possibility because Gabe Knight's an asshole.
Can I ask you about your...
Okay, so let's try the new stuff first before we get to the yellow stuff.
Dumbala. You mean gumbo? No, I mean dumbala. Never heard of it.
If the cops called this off, I guess there's a chance that Mark Hamill here is...
It's a voodoo loa.
Speak English or shut up.
Is possibly part of the conspiracy. Alright, so let's try to crash this.
Dead. What? What
are
you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and I watched him die yesterday at St. Louis Cathedral.
But I don't think so. He just seems so dumb, and look at his
Guess
face.
He was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, huh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find a body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult. Crash said.
Crash said? Did he mention pink elephants, too?
Aren't you going to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No. Actually, I was with him when he died. Could have been poison, though.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy. Standard procedure. If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report. But it won't happen. I know these guys. Lock them up overnight and...
That line I feel like I should know. I'm fairly certain it's Sam and Max, but it's been a while.
There's been another murder. A professor at Tulane.
But I'm not entirely sure.
Christ, you're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor of African studies at Tulane. Yesterday, I went to see him about the voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's onto something.
He's laying it on thick.
And when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both...
This guy is totally in on it. I'm changing my mind through this whole conversation.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders, M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case, don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't keep that to anyone.
He's like, it was me. I'm the one who did it.
Yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut. Not involve other people with this shit. You think it's so dangerous.
That was a threat. Let's try showing him some of the new things we found. Maybe that'll help.
I took this tracing from a tattoo on Crash's chest. It's related to the underworld voodoo cult.
Yeah? What makes you think that?
It's what Crash said just before he died.
Well, he was probably hallucinating from the drugs he OD'd on. Probably got that in the Navy or something.
No, I'm sure it's related. It's a snake seed.
Like, this is poor Gabriel Knight just trying to make his case. Like, I've been bumbling through this. Now, everybody please listen.
Done by a legit voodoo cult.
Scales?
I have these two snake scales.
Oh. Let's start pointing the fingers at Dr. John.
Snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales, and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. Certainly suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. Whether or not the museum's involved with a legitimate voodoo cult, though, is another matter. These guys may just be faking it, too.
So I see he still doesn't buy that the cult exists. I mean, you could try. Should any of this nonsense make sense to you, boss?
Notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about them?
They confirm that the pattern from the murders is of African origin.
Really? It's incredible, isn't it? Something like that showing up here?
It's been here for quite some time, so it seems.
I'm impressed. Okay, you've convinced me. The murders were done by a legitimate voodoo cult. Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty good detective work here, Knight.
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
That's right. Kiss his ass a little now.
Point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. In fact, I better lock up this office just in case I step on a few toes. Come on.
Is he kicking me out of the office? This is interesting. This is getting interesting.
Now, lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine.
This seems like an important spot to J'accuse Dr. J. Okay, so we hit those two things. We don't have the whip. I guess maybe the whip isn't needed anymore. Because that was the second message, and he was talking to... That message was for Dr. John. But we created the save point. See what happens when we go outside.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Oh! That's perfect! Wow. We got through day 4 and day 5. Yeah, there's something else to do. Try to do a booty call. Another midnight booty call with Molly Getty. Oh, a new nightmare. It just turns into the Jaguar. Oh, some titty. Oh, look, that looks like the, what's her name thing. But we didn't get the snake that time. We didn't get the snake. Oh, there it is. 3 snakes. And then once again, hanging, screaming. And the night became as day. I glimpsed nature's reddest claw. The face of fear looked back at me as I gazed into its maw. Wow. All right, that's where we're going to stop for tonight. I actually did not expect to get to just hanging around. Really, bro? That's a good one. He is just hanging around, not doing nothing. Loaf about. But thank you very much, everyone, for joining. We're gonna raid my good friend Hokage over here in a second. Once I figure that out, he's playing some. Looks like he's playing some Fortnite right now. Oh, it looks like I can save it right here. Excellent. That's perfect. I will be back on tomorrow night at 9. Hey, you just calm your tits there, game. Oh, welcome. Kamal says fast. That's hard to say, but I'm glad you could join. We just got done. Yes, Muse is on Lube, but Hokage doesn't have as many followers as Muse.
Gabriel?
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop.
Oh,
and I know
thanks. I
there's no one
appreciate
back.
that.
It's okay.
Okay? Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
God, don't even start. We should call the
Sounds.
police.
No.
But yeah, we're gonna go. It's slash rate, and we're gonna pick this up
That's it.
tomorrow.
Take care of it.
Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
They know where you live now.
We're gonna pick this up tomorrow at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and we'll go back through this again. So just don't even have to pay any attention to that nonsense.
Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No. I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine.
But please come join us. Thank you very much.
Not that they aren't still
Y'all are great people. If you're new here, please hit the follow button, because I could use the thing. I'm only just a couple away from hitting all the boxes for thing. But everybody have a good night. I love you all.
Stay back.